What's up, guys, and welcome back to your monthly news. With Quest Pro releasing and PlayStation VR 2 coming out for February 22nd, this sparks the question of should I wait for Quest 3 or snag up one of these? Let's go over the specs for these and compare these side by side. First off, Quest Pro has many upgrades over Quest 2. These tend to lean more towards mixed reality and socializing, but they do have 10 sensors. There's 5 outside cameras and 5 internal sensors. The outside cameras have full color pass-through with scene understanding. The 5 internal sensors run with eye tracking, face tracking, and foveated rendering. It does have spatial audio, 256GB of internal storage, 12GB of RAM, the Snapdragon XR2 Plus, which runs 50% better performance. Now this is capped at 90Hz and it does run 1800 by 1920 per eye, but it does have pancake lenses, which makes things about 40% more clear. One of the biggest things I love about Quest Pro is the controllers. These controllers are backwards compatible for the Quest 2. I believe these will probably be running for the Quest 3, but we'll touch more on that in a second. These controllers do not have the IR ring anymore. They have hand and finger tracking for enhanced accuracy and responsiveness. Weighing in at $1,500, this makes quite a dent in the bank account. Now, PlayStation VR 2 has a couple tricks up their sleeve. First, they do have a release date for February 22nd. You can pre-order right now. Now, they're running with their infamous DualSense controllers and haptic feedback for the faceplate. They are 4K HDR OLED screens, foveated rendering, 2000 by 2040 per eye, 120 Hz with 110 field of view. So on the face, it's vibrating. So if a bullet's flying by and it just vibrates lightly, that's just another level of immersion. So one thing that's a deal breaker for a lot of people is it's got one wire. A lot of people have been complaining about that. So one wire has to connect to the PlayStation 5. But let's talk about their DualSense controllers real quick. Now they have a unique design where it's this orb shape, and you can see that they are running with the IR ring. Now they have adaptive triggers, so each VR controller, left and right, includes an adaptive trigger button that adds tension when pressed. It's similar to what's found on the DualSense controller. Now if you played a PlayStation 5 game, you'll be familiar with the tension of the L2, R2 buttons when you press them. Of course, they got haptic feedback. What controller doesn't have haptic feedback? Like, I'd be surprised if PlayStation didn't put haptic feedback in a controller. I'd be surprised if any company didn't put haptic feedback in a controller. They did add finger touch detection to their controllers, so when you touch the trigger, you can see that the finger will react whenever it does touch the controller. Now, on the headset alone, there are 4 cameras to help track the controllers and also to make sure you don't go running into the wall or breaking anything in your house when you're playing their games. So to recap, you got Quest Pro coming in at $1,500, which didn't really do much for the gaming experience, added a bunch of mixed reality things and a bunch of trackers so you could socialize a little better. Then you got PlayStation VR 2 coming in at $550, and if you don't have a PlayStation 5, you gotta get that in order to get started on gaming. Seems a lot more tailored for the gaming experience, but the only problem would be the library of games currently for the PlayStation VR 2. Now I know that list is going to be growing probably significantly before it even drops on February 22nd, but let's take a look at Quest 3 real quick. Everything right here is rumored, but a lot of this comes from, sadly, it's Bradley, and he has been on point with all of the rumors and leaks. Now he has a very deep dive into the Quest 3. You can check that out right here. So Quest 3 is going to have a 30% upgrade to its current resolution of the Quest 2. This is going to be running 2208 by 2064 per eye. It is also going to support some mixed reality, because why not? This is very close. It's like a little sister of Quest Pro. It's gonna have the pancake lenses, 4 cameras plus a depth sensor, running at 12GB of RAM, and it's likely gonna be using the Pro controllers because there's no leaks of anything from any other controller yet. But again, we do have some ground to cover before the release, so it's possible they might come up with something different, add like maybe one more sensor to it and be the Quest Pro controllers. Who knows? One thing to really note here, and this is where it makes it really cost efficient, there's no eye tracking, there's no face tracking as of yet. They might run with some eye tracking, because I would think that they want to do the foveated rendering, but again, they want to keep things cost efficient because this one's going to be running anywhere between $300 and $500. When we stack this information right next to the $1,500 Quest Pro, next to the PlayStation VR 2 for the $550, and if you have a PlayStation 5, you're good to go from there. If not, then you're going to be running at $1,050. And then you got the Quest 3, which is running at $300 to $500. Honestly, even if it's $550, that'll match up right there, side by side with PlayStation VR 2. So which one would you want to go with. You're running with almost the same resolution per eye. One is completely wireless while the other one needs a wire to connect to the PlayStation 5 console. And they're both conditioned for gaming. So what would make each one stand out more than the other? I would say it comes down to the games. On the Meta side of it, the Oculus side of it, they have already built an established library, and with you having the ability to airlink to a PC, and then you can reach the Steam VR library and purchase games off of there, and you just have a whole slew of other games added onto your library. However, on the PlayStation side, you're stuck with just the PlayStation libraries. You cannot link that to a PC, from what I've been told. I don't know if that's going to change, but so far you cannot link that headset to a PC. Right now, the Oculus Pro you can buy for $1,500. If you can utilize the mixed reality and you do a lot of socializing, that one is for you. If you're a gamer and you're looking for strictly gaming on the VR headset, then PlayStation VR2 will be dropping February 22nd. Now, if you're up in the air about the cost of things, do know that Quest 3 will be dropping in October-ish, around October, maybe before or not of 2023. And the Quest 3 looks like it's gonna be, to me, beating the Pro version, strictly because I don't care about all of the face tracking. Like, I don't need to smile at anybody. I'm gaming. I'm sitting here shooting people. So honestly, to me, I'm going to be going for the Quest 3. That is completely up to you what applications you're going to be using in your VR experiences. And that concludes the video. I hope this has helped you guys out. Let me know down there in the comments which headset you're going to be looking for, and I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and peace out till then.